The situation in West Asia remains delicate. With me is the Iranian ambassador to talk about the current situation. So welcome to WION. It's always a pleasure to speak to you. My first question to you is, what is the current situation, if you can talk about, in West Asia?
Thank you. The situation in West Asia, you are fully aware of it. It's not good. Israel has targeted Gaza for more than 7 months. Every day is targeting residential places, building, hospital, no residential areas, no school, nothing is safe of the attacks and military operation of Israel. More than 37,000 innocent people have been killed, and more than 100,000 are injured. So it's a massacre. This massacre has consequences in all the region. The people, the Muslim people, the Christian people, even Jewish people are not satisfied with the situation in West Asia. You are witnessing that in Yemen, Houthis are attacking and targeting Israel to support Palestinian and to impose ceasefire to Israel. There is clashes between Hezbollah and Israel, and daily Israel is attacking territory of Lebanon. So beside this, Israel has targeted Iranian consulate in Damascus, with places which is according to the international law and Vienna diplomatic relation has safety and should be immune from any attack, any military operation. So the activity and operation or manner of Israel in the region has caused too many difficulties in the region. This is beside other terrorist act or terrorist operation of Israel all over the region. You know, Israel has targeted many people in Lebanon, has targeted and assassinated many people, our Iranian scientists and Iranian military advisor in Syria. So the situation, because of the manner of and behavior of Israel, is not good.
Mm-hmm. Sir, just talking about last few weeks, when there was an attack on your consulate in Damascus, and then thereafter the strikes by Iran over the weekend. Now, are you looking towards de-escalation in the region? Do you think the tensions will go down?
We hope so. We hope so. You know, Israel directly targeted Iranian consulate. You know, according to the international law, consulate, it can be interpreted as the territory of Iran. So it means that it has targeted Iranian territory. And Iran is not hesitating to defend its security, its sovereignty, its national interest. So we had no choice just to defend our national interest and security and send a strong message to Israel that you had passed red line, and you give Israel and its ally that the wrong or miscalculation has consequences, and anyone who make any wrong step have to pay the heavy cost of this. So our retaliatory operation was completed. And we hope that Israel has received the message and will not continue its irrational manner. And so we hope that both sides will go forward to de-escalation. Iran is not the side who escalate the issue. We are not going and we are not considering expansion of clashes or tension between Iran and Israel and the whole region. We are moving and we are insisting that it was just an retaliatory, and if Israel did not directly target Iranian consulate or Iranian interest, we would not implement this operation.
Sir, will Iran counter-retaliate if there is a strike by the Israelis now? Because it looks from the reports coming that they are looking to make strikes in Iran.
I assure you that any military action against Iran, against territory of Iran, against the national interest of Iran, will be responded by Iranian military forces, and maybe more stronger strike will be happen.
There are also reports that they could look to make strikes on Iranian nuclear installations. What do you have to say on that?
This question has two aspects. First of all, according to many rules of IEA and international law, nuclear infrastructure is safe, should be safe, and should not be targeted by military operation. If Israel do this, it is another invasion of the international law by Israel. This is one point. The second aspect is that the threat of Israel is not just now. Israel has claimed and warned about such this operation against Iranian nuclear facilities. We strongly and we are retaliating in very strong response.
Sir, over the weekend when you made the retaliatory strikes, it's said by your leadership that you had informed the American side 72 hours earlier that you are going to do these strikes. But Washington says that they weren't informed. So what is the status? You alerted them that there will be a strike by the Iranian side?
Mostly any military operation should be done suddenly. And to use the unawareness of the other side. Iran has warned. We officially, our supreme leader, our president, our military commanders warned Israel and all the world and region that we will retaliate. It means that we have already warned about this. And this is one aspect. The second aspect is that we targeted just military infrastructure or capabilities of Israel. We did not want to impose human casualties to Israel. We did not want. We just wanted to damage and hurt the Israeli military capabilities. And, according to what they are saying, of course, they are trying to downgrade the extent of the damages and no one till now could make a report, and they are not allowing any journalist to make a report about the damages and the places which was targeted by Iranian missile. But they are saying that there were no casualty, at least humanitarian casualties. But the damages in their infrastructure, according to our calculation, should be big.
So, could Iranian counterstrikes could have been prevented if there would have been widespread condemnation on the attack on your consulate? I'm asking this because A long time ago, Iranian diplomats lost their lives in Afghanistan when there was an attack, but at that time the UNSC came out with a statement condemning it. This time it looks like the UNSC also was hesitant to condemn this attack.
Thank you for this question. It's a very precise, point. If United Nations Security Council entered the game precisely and timely, there would not be such this situation. After the strike of Israel on our consulate, Iran approached the United Nations Security Council, and sent message to different sides that Israel has done this, has violated the international law, and it should be condemned. But USA, France, and England, as permanent member of Security Council, hesitated and denied to condemn this. When you see such this shortcoming, when you see such this indifference manner, what can Iran do? Just to defend, United Nations Security Council is an institute to save and support the security, international security. If it cannot do its business, so states have to defend their national interest. So Iran has no choice just to use its right to defend its national interest.
Sir, have you reached out to groupings like the BRICS or SCO regarding this incident, and what has been the response?
We had regarding the SCO, I think that there was condemnation in the NSAs of SCO in Kyrgyzstan about the attack of Israel on our Iranian consulate. Regarding BRICS, I am not fully aware, but bilaterally, our minister was in close contact with Minister of External Affairs of India, Minister of External Affairs of Russia, and many other countries in the region, and shared with them the recent development and about the Iranian operation.
So you started by talking about the situation in Gaza. This is something that we have seen escalating. When it comes to Hamas, can Iran tell Hamas, engage with them to release the hostages?
Since the beginning of the new round of clashes between Israel and Hamas, we clearly and explicitly declared that Hamas is an independent resistance group. Houthis are the same. Hashd al-Shabi is the same. Different groups. Hezbollah too. We are in good relation with them, but we are not one who is ordering. Since the beginning, we have asked them to de-escalate. And we do not wanted to expand, we do not wanted escalation of the situation, escalation of the tension in the region. But Israel did not pay any attention and did not pay any attention to the international law rules or humanitarian principle. What can Iran do when Hamas witness daily too many casualties? When Hamas is seeing that Shifa hospital, different hospital of now from 35 hospital of Gaza, just less than 5 hospital is active. Israel is damaging all the health care infrastructure of Gaza. So what can Iran do? What can even in Iran ask Hamas to release them? Hamas will not accept. You know, there should be a balance between the two sides, between the request and, you know, tit for tat. You know, they should do something. They should do something to de-escalate the situation.
So now moving on to the India bit, how do you see India's stance amidst the current situation? We saw the External Affairs Minister and the Iranian Foreign Minister holding conversation as well.
Since the beginning, you know, we have very good relation with India. Both foreign ministers are not only good counterparts, they are good friends. You know, during the recent months, they have many telephone conversations for about different issues. 5 days back, no, not 5 days, just, let me see, the day before yesterday, both foreign ministers have a good telephone conversation. The Indian side raised and explained the position of India, and Iranian side shared with Indian side the new and current development. And also they talk about the Indian seamen who are in the ship on board of a vessel in Persian Gulf.
Do you see Indian role in de-escalation? Because India has good relationship with both Tehran and with Israel. And that day itself, the Indian External Affairs Minister also spoke to the Israeli Foreign Minister.
India, as a big country, as an important player of international world, and India claimed that it is voice of South, voice of South, can play important role, can play a constructive role, can play. You know, we have emphasized that and urged India to play a constructive role since the beginning of Gaza-Israel tension, clashes. And we hope that by support and initiation of India, there will be a de-escalation.
So you also mentioned about the situation of the seamen on board MSC Aries. So what's the status like? We saw the Iranian readout. It said that Indian officials can meet them. When can we see the release of these Indian nationals?
You know, we officially said that they are not detained. Indian, and not only Indian, all the crew are not detained. And yesterday, one Indian lady was among the crew and released it. In fact, we all are free, but we help them. We help Indian Consulate to approach the vessel and this lady handed over to Indian Consulate, and I think that lady is now in India. So others are free, but they are on board.
Okay.
When they are on board, they are under the command of captain.
Okay.
The captain who is responsible for them and who can allow them to leave the vessel. They are not our detainees.
Okay. So I still couldn't understand. So these Indians, if they want to come to India, they can come to India via consulate?
Surely they can come to India.
So how will you phrase it? Will you say that Indian nationals are free from the Iranian side?
From the Iranian side, they are free. They are not detained.
Okay. And the Indian consulate is reaching out to them? So
Yeah. We don't have any problem.
So have they had conversations with the Indian consulate?
Yeah.
Okay.
I said that yesterday that lady was handed over to the Indian consulate.
Okay.
And it can access to consulate, access to other crew.
Okay, so the consular access has already been
consular
given.
access is available, has given to them.
Okay, sir. So now going to the general bit of the India-Iran relationship, I would love to ask these questions as well, even though I know your region and your country is right now in a tough position right now. But how do you see India-Iran relationship, and how do you see Chabahar Port going forward?
You know, regarding the Indian-Iran relation, both countries have been together during in the past. Iran without India has not been. India without Iran has not been. You know, we were neighbors before the division of India. So we have been together. We believe that nothing can separate these two nations, these two old nations. Especially third factor. I mean, third factor means USA, other sanction, other things. Despite sanction, we tried to save our relation. Of course, India is not importing Iranian oil, which is very important, and oil plays an important role in our relation. But we are still trying to work with India in different fields. We are importing pharmaceutical issues. We are exporting agricultural products. We are importing. You know, there is, from our side, we are serious to expand relation with India. In energy field, in field of agriculture, in the field of science and technology, in different fields. And we believe that India as a developing countries, but very advanced, which is advanced, comparing to many developing or underdeveloped countries, has too many things to give to Iran. And Iran also have something. Both economy we believe that both economy in many economic sections are complementary, and they can give us many things, and we can give them many things. Regarding the Chabahar, I told other journalists that has three main dimensions: strategic, legal, and technical. Strategically, at the level of two leaders, I mean President Raisi, PM Modi, both sides have agreed to implement it and make it in use as soon as possible. Strategically, connectivity is the backbone of our relation. Legally, this is a tough issue. It's a long-term contract between two countries, so all details should be studied, should be resolved. Any differences should be resolved. Legally, also, all issue has been resolved. Technically, which was the last section which prolonged the process of signing this main contract. Also, there is good progress, and we, according to the latest information which I received from my capital, very soon it will be signed. You know, nowadays India is busy with election. Iran has invited the Ministry of Shipping and Waterways of India to take a trip to Tehran and for signing ceremony.
And very briefly, I know you're very tired. Are we looking at trading in national currencies as well?
You know, this is one thing which we have approached RBI, we have approached government of India. You know, Iran was the first country who agreed with India to trade with national currencies. UCO Bank was working on this field. And nowadays you are aware that many countries have signed agreement with India to trade with national currencies. But unfortunately, there is some technical issues which prevent implementing this agreement. We hope that, of course, we try to continue our negotiation with India, and after election, we hope that there should be some, the door will be open.
Mm-hmm. Well, on that note, thank you so much, sir, for speaking to WION. It was a fruitful conversation. We got to understand your perspective and about India-Iran relationship. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Welcome. Thank you.